All right. Time for another Joshcast. Man, things are just crazy. It's been very back and forth with things here in California. We've gone from everything's going to be closed to forever to a lot of stuff's open today. Go! 1, 2, 3, go! Which is a little, I don't know what to make of it. The other thing I like, here's what I love. I love how everyone is saying, we're using science. We will observe science, and when science tells us that we can reopen, we will reopen. And then I feel like there's a knock at the door, and it's like, hey, this is the economy, your rent's due. Oh, we're reopening. All right, go. It's go time, people, go. And I, on the one hand, am concerned about the health. I am concerned about that. About if this is going to cause the number of viruses, the number of infections to spike, and it's going to lead to a higher death rate. But on the other hand, I'm concerned about the economy and the long-term effects that will have on people's health. And it seems like a choose-your-own-adventure that's been written by Sartre. I have written this choose-your-own-adventure. It starts with an adventurer, and he is in the jungle, and he must choose between going into the temple on the left and in the temple on the right. And if he goes into the temple on the left, he is immediately decapitated by giant saws that fly in from above. And if he goes into the other temple, he meets a woman and gets into a very dysfunctional relationship. And they decide that having children might help with the relationship, but the children do not help, and the relationship grows more and more dysfunctional. And soon what started as innocent love flowers into bitter resentment. And 50 years pass by, and the man realizes he has wasted his life by trying to live up to societal expectations. And he dies alone and unfulfilled. And those are the only choices. Sartre, choose your own adventure, ladies and gentlemen, right there. You heard it here first. There's a detour sign with, and on the sign you have the symbol of the guy walking that you see on all of the traffic signs. This is a design that has really not changed. A very simple design. You know, they gave it to Picasso to design for the signs, and people couldn't tell what it was. Well, it says children are crossing, but all I see is what looks like a triangle with legs. Is that the child or the mother? I don't know. It is beautiful, and it's worth $25 million, but I can't tell if I should cross here. I've noticed there's a higher degree of people just crossing the street whenever they want. I think that's come as a side effect of diminished traffic. It's not Corona, people. It's the dust in my car. But yes, there is a higher degree of it's like that 28 Days Later movie where, ooh, that's how old I am now. instead of saying it's like the movie 28 Days Later, I'm sounding like I'm an 8-year-old. It's like that 28 Days Later movie where they're walking around in the middle of the street because everyone's dead. Zombie apocalypse movie starring Jewish people. Where is that? I knew this was going to happen. Did I not tell you that this was going to happen? You never said that, Mom. I told you. Zombies were going to take over the earth. I called it. I've been saying it for years. You've not been saying it for years, Mom. You have not. Well, still, I'm not surprised. I'm not at all surprised. It's what happens when you don't listen to your mother. There is more traffic. I am seeing more traffic. Oh! Starbucks has a sign that says we're open. We need to now have signs that say we're open because it's not enough to just have the regular sign that says open. Now we need to print giant banners that say we are open. This economy is so bad. Most businesses now need 2 open signs. And businesses can open as long as social distancing is maintained. As long as social distancing is maintained, the business can remain open. I went to one place that serves acai, or is it acai? I don't know how to pronounce it. And I was chastised because I was standing too close to the sneeze guard. And it's odd because I usually like distance between myself and other people. I've got a pretty big personal sphere, and it was very surprising for me to be in violation of that. I take my personal spheres very seriously. My personal bubble game is normally fantastic, and it's just been thrown off. Conversely, on rare occasions where I do see somebody in person, the opposite happens where they're not observed. They're standing 2-3 feet. And I'm slowly inching away. And I want to just say 6 feet. Didn't you hear the governor? He said we're supposed to stand 6 feet away. That's what the governor said. Mom, he's not listening to the governor. Or the mayor. Or the county board person. Mom, he's totally standing 3 feet away. Mom, I'm going to call the governor. Yes, sir, we've fielded a call from Sally Anderson. She's 7 years old, and she says that her little brother, Timmy, is standing 2 feet away from him. How can you respond to that, Governor? Well, I think it's clear that we're going to have to take some pretty serious action. We've taken Timmy, and we've taken him to a detention facility where he will be re-educated. He will be watching the movie A Clockwork Orange, and he will come out a more well-adjusted person. I'm sorry, did you say re-education? Yes, re-education. That's what we do. We send people to our re-education facilities where we force them to watch Stanley Kubrick movies without being able to pause and go and take a break. And after that, they insist that they will behave as long as they don't have to watch another Stanley Kubrick movie front to back. And granted, every one of them has said they recognize that Stanley Kubrick is a genius, but by the same token, they have noted nearly universally that the pacing of a Stanley Kubrick movie tends to be on the slower side. You know, I'm driving by, I'm looking at this Dodge Ram. It's gigantic. There are some trucks that I feel are just a little bit too big. It's a pickup truck, but it seems a little bloated. It seems like it's a pickup truck that's been at the buffet too much. And it's like they're trying to make it stylish, but it comes off looking more like it was just stung by a bee and it's allergic. I long for the days when there were simple pickup trucks. Those were the days. I told you the pickup trucks were going to get bloated. I told you! Mom, you never told me that. Yes, I saw it coming. I was reading in this book about the future of pickup trucks. Mom, why are you reading a book about pickup trucks? I'm just an avid reader. And they predicted that by 2020, there was going to be a plague and pickup trucks were going to look ridiculous. I've been saying it for years, but no one listens to me. No one listens to me. They just go on with their lives. They don't listen to me. I will drive by names of streets, and sometimes I really do feel like the person who named the street had just a little bit too much confidence. Let's name it Paradise Street. Sir, there have been 5 murders here. Yes, but the air quality is just fantastic, and I really have a lot of confidence that we can turn this around. So we're going to call this Paradise Street. Sir, there's been another murder in between the time you told me you were calling this Paradise Street and now. That just kind of keeps happening. The bullets are flying so fast. No one can put up the sign, sir. At this point, it's not safe enough. We may be able to airlift the sign or drop the sign via helicopter, but it's going to have to be an armored helicopter. It may take 2 helicopters to drop the sign in, sir. Well, do what you have to do. By the end of this day, this will be called Paradise Street, as opposed to Murder Death Street. Who named it Murder Death Street, by the way? And how were they able to get the sign up for that? Trying to figure out what to have for lunch today. I watched one of those travel shows where they go around and they try foods in exotic places. Or as I like to call it, either a history show or a science fiction show. I'm not happy with my bowels. I'm not happy with my digestive system. It is not a strong system. I should not be sick because I ate vegetable tempura. I ate vegetable tempura. Vegetable tempura. That should not be causing a problem. That's like a car driving over a very tiny speed bump and the axle breaks. Ridiculous. Tired of having the intestinal tract of a California freeway that was built by people who didn't think urban sprawl was going to happen. All right, what else to discuss, people? What else to discuss? That's a fantastic question. That is truly a fantastic question. That is truly a fantastic question. What happened? Well, we asked the governor what the timetable was on reopening businesses, and he's just started singing. It was a very strange press conference. That's a fantastic question. A truly fantastic and wonderful question today. Yeah.